Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
We gotta talk about this LeBron James thing really quick. I want to hit on this because LeBron, the whole LeBron and Bronny situation is just a joke. And I hate the fact that when YouTubers were calling this nonsense out, they were coin haters. And now Stephen A. Smith is talking about it. So let me go back to my screen here. All right. So if y'all don't know, the other day, LeBron James took to Twitter and made an announcement like all these other celebrities who keep announcing that they're leaving Twitter. No one cares. Just go, okay? So LeBron James says, and with that said, I'll holla at y'all getting off social media for the time being. Y'all take care. And you know what? The next day, the sun came out. Water is still wet. We don't care. You know what this is the equivalent to, keeping it real? Y'all ever seen people in my comment sections? They'll get in their feelings and be like, I'm unsubscribing. Who cares? Just go. You don't have to write a Dear John letter. You don't need to put in a 2-week notice. I don't know you. Bye. If this is not your cup of tea, go get your tea elsewhere. You don't need to make an announcement. Just leave Twitter, sir. Imagine going to a fancy restaurant, right? And you're there with your date. You're with your kids. You're with somebody. And everybody's enjoying their dinner. Everybody's eating. Oh, damn, this food is good. Ooh, these lamb chops are slamming. Damn, this steak is good. And all of a sudden somebody gets up and was like, I'm leaving right now. This restaurant is terrible. Everybody's going to turn around and be like, okay. And go right back to stuff in their face. No one cares. Just go. You don't have to tell us that you don't like the service and the food is terrible. Just go. Okay? You don't have to tell me that you're going to unsubscribe. Just go. You don't have to tell the world that you're about to leave Twitter. Just go. Okay? No one cares. But let's keep it real. The reason why he's leaving Twitter is he's in his feelings, okay? This man done told the world that his son, honey, was the best thing since sliced bread. Said Bronny could hoop a majority of the people currently in the NBA. And I told y'all months ago, I don't see how this is possible. One, the boy has a heart defect, through no fault of his own. But let's keep it real. He could have almost died. It was that serious, right? 2, his stats were not there at all. This young man was drafted number 55. Okay? I've been saying for years, and of course other people as well, that the reason why LeBron went to California, went to the Lakers, because he eventually wanted to play with his son on the team. Okay? He wanted to create legacy. Now, before I say this, I'm all for nepotism. Okay? White folks do it all the time. When you look at a lot of the announcers in the NBA or in football, when you look at a lot of the coaches, the next generation of coaches are the coach's son. The next generation of announcers are the announcer's son. So nepotism is ripe, especially in the white community. Okay? They love to, help their kids out. So I'm not mad at the nepotism, but the difference is there still has to be talent there. And unfortunately, Bronny's not cutting it. And I've been saying this. Many other sports YouTubers have been saying this for months now. He's not cutting it. He's not NBA material. And at this point, he's not even G League material. They keep doing little special favors for him. He doesn't want to travel with the team. And then, the LeBron James fans are saying, well, that's because of security. Okay, wasn't nobody no bigger star in the world than Michael Jordan? And guess what? He rode on the bus when he played baseball with his baseball team. Bronny just got here. Why does he have all these stipulations? Because of his daddy. Now they're talking about he got a heel contusion. Talking about he may not be able to play. His foot hurts. LeBron is leaving Twitter because he can't take people dragging his son every other game. Let's keep it real. That's why he's leaving. And he's also leaving because at this point, people think that he done diddled at Diddy's party. Let me see. Y'all remember this? Well, this video's gone viral. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. They said he was.
We know you was there. We know you was at them Diddy parties.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah. Run. We know you was at them Diddy parties, nigga. We know you was there. We know you was at them Diddy parties.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like.
So LeBron is stressed right now. You got fans accusing him of being at the diddler's party. They're going in on his son. So he's like, I'm out of here. I'm done with this social media bullshit. So now Stephen A. Smith is trying to like call him out. And like I said, it's very interesting because when regular YouTubers were saying this, we were coin haters. We were told we didn't know what we were talking about, even though we watch sports. You know, oh, we just don't believe in nepotism. No, I'm all for nepotism. But the child has to have talent. Remember, we had this conversation on Twitter years ago. A lot of people were mad when Kendall Jenner became a model. Remember, she became a model. Everybody was like, she's only a model because of her mom. It's because of Kris Jenner. And I said, yes, the mother played a role, right, in getting her in there. Kanye West, you know, she modeled for Kanye West's Yeezys, and that helped the industry take her more seriously. But at the end of the day, she has the genetics. Kendall is 5'11", a size 2. She has the genetics to model. She may not have a Naomi Campbell walk, but she has a model body. So yes, you still have to have the genetics. You still have to have the talent. Nicole Richie has no business ever being called a model. That girl's about 5'4", okay? She had no business being called a model ever. Or so is that Sophie Richie? Nicole Richie's little sister. I think it's Sophie Richie. So let's listen to a little bit of what Stephen A. Smith has to say, child. Kind of scroll up a bit.
You know, Greg Anthony alluded to this earlier, and that's why I asked him the question. When you think about LeBron James and what LeBron James had to say, Greg Anthony made a very valid point. The level of vitriol that LeBron James has experienced throughout his career, he's one of the most scrutinized superstars in history. It's not because he's LeBron James. It's because when he came along is when social media shortly followed. Imagine what scrutiny Charles Barkley and MJ and Isaiah and others would have received had there been the existence of social media, had there been Instagram and X, or formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook and TikTok and all of this other stuff. Imagine what it would have been if they played during that time. So we understand that LeBron James has received a heightened level of scrutiny, but we also understand that he's fully capable of taking and absorbing it and stomaching it. So why step away now? Truthfully speaking, it only makes sense that it's Bronny James. Not to be redundant, but it's necessary to be that way. Bronny James doesn't belong in the NBA.
But again, when we were saying this as regular YouTubers, we were called haters, not trying to support the black man and his son. He does not have the skill sets to be in the NBA. And LeBron hyped him up only for him to not live up to the hype. And it's unfortunate for Bronny because Bronny didn't deserve that. But if your child doesn't have the skill sets, he just doesn't have the skill sets, and that's okay. He's the child of a billionaire. He'll be fine. You know, so it's very interesting now that the mainstream media is finally admitting what everybody has been saying since he got into the NBA. I mean, how do you go from being an NBA player to you're only going to play home games and then the rest of the time you'll play with the G League? When have they ever done this for any other NBA player? They haven't. If you were a bust, you were a bust. And that was it. So I'm glad that they're finally being honest and saying what it is. But I just find it just really disingenuous. But that to me is why LeBron is leaving social media. That is why all of a sudden Bronny has a heel contusion and, you know, he's out of there. You know, he'll probably won't play the rest of the season. I don't know, because all of a sudden he's on the injury list. Very interesting and very convenient. So I just think this whole experiment that the Lakers caught themselves doing, it has blown up in the Lakers' faces. And if you know anything, the NBA viewership is down. This nonsense has really affected the NBA. And they're blaming it sole on LeBron James and the Lakers and just all this nonsense. you know? Even Carmelo Anthony, right? And his son. His son is really talented. His son actually has the skill set to make it into the NBA. You don't even hear Carmelo Anthony really saying anything about his son. He's just letting his son do what he needs to do. He's just being a supportive father. He's not saying we're going to be the second, father and son. Well, Carmelo's not, I don't think he's playing anymore, but you don't hear him saying anything. He's just supporting his child. That's it. He's not putting undue pressure. He's not doing that. Michael Jordan's kids, they were decent. I think they were D1 and D2. But Jordan never tried to get his boys in the NBA. They weren't NBA level worthy. They were okay, but they weren't, you know what I'm saying? And the NBA was a lot tougher back then. It was a lot more physical. He never tried to make it a nepotism thing. Either you had it or you didn't. And right now, the NBA is not as enjoyable to watch. Too many three-pointers. Everybody's soft. Even when they do the all-star games, they don't really want to play against each other. It's just weird. Very, very weird. So, yeah. It's too much. And again, I don't blame Bronny. You know what I'm saying? He took an opportunity. His father's the one pushing him towards it. So it's not his fault. He's a young man. I blame LeBron.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.